Hello everyone and welcome to episode 68 of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In this episode we're going to go out into the Valley of the Jedi and begin to explore out there. Let's see, this it? Yep, door to the valley. We're going to go out here and try to get more prestige by exploring the tombs and maybe finding the blade of Ajunta Pall, who was a Dark Lord in the distant past who was buried on this planet in a massive tomb. And I actually really like the Valley of the Dark Lords. It's really cool. I mean, it looks like got kind of an Egyptian look to it. It's got massive statues with all kinds of stone work and a lot of detail and stuff. And then I really love the look of this place. It's awesome. I should have switched out my party members because I have had the same party members for a while. And I didn't. Oh, there's flying things. Let's kill the flying things. Come on, flying things, die. So how are you all? Have you been enjoying this Let's Play? I mean, if you're watching it still, then obviously you're enjoying it because I'm really deep into it. I mean, we're all episode 68 here. Wonder what's in this cave. Let's explore the cave. Let's heal first. I do like having two Jedi with me, though. That's always nice. We need to gain prestige so we can impress the Sith Master here, so we can Chirac. Oh yeah, we need to impress the Sith Master on this planet so that we can gain entrance to one of the tombs that they only let people into if they are given the chance to become part of the Sith Order. A Sith Dark Jedi. And we're not going to become a Sith Dark Jedi, but we need to make them think that that's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah?
Sure.
And we'll probably get betrayed, I imagine, because that's what Sith do.
Huh?
What?
Let's go around this way.
Yeah?
Could you take care of that for me? Disarm that mind. Awesome. Okay, let's continue on. Response package. Oh, I bet these are the group of Sith that...
Hold it right there, whoever you are. We're not going back to the Academy. We'll kill you rather than go back.
Go back, what are you talking about? I bet these are the Sith that escaped and they're looking for and trying to kill.
You mean you aren't here to kill us or bring us back? I find that hard to believe. The only way into these caves is through the Academy. You must be a Sith. So what is it then? If you're not here to kill us or bring us back, why are you here? Speak up!
You are the renegade students, the one that ran away?
So you have heard about us. Yes, we ran away before Master Uthar could execute us. Is that so hard to believe? My name is Thalia May. The others here and myself refused to murder a bunch of people on a whim from Master Uthar. So here we are. We thought that becoming a Sith was what we always wanted, but that wasn't true. Now all we want is to get out of here. Fair enough?
Let's see, we can't help these guys.
Help us? Why should I believe that this isn't some kind of trick?
Give me a chance and I'll prove it to
You
you.
want to help us? Alright, I can think of a way. We're stuck in these caves, obviously, or we would have been long gone. There's a passage to the surface through the caves, but we're blocked by some kind of large creature. We can't defeat it. If you could kill it and clear up the passageway for us, we could escape. That would be help enough. Can you do that?
I can try.
I'll believe that when I see it. But if you could, we would be grateful.
Okay, let's see if we can get rid of these guys without there being much of an incident. Because we're Jedi, we don't want to kill them.
What?
Sure.
Huh?
Yes. Yes.
What?
Yeah, I know there's a mine.
Yes.
I want her to disarm it.
Yes. Sure.
Got something on your mind?
No, never mind.
I get it.
I didn't mean to talk to you, Jolie. I was trying to click on the corpse, but then I remembered that I've already clicked on the corpse. Let's go around here and let's kill those, Chirac. There's 3 of them. There goes 1. What if you can fight Minox in any of these games? Minox are chewing on the power cables. So my dad's business, the business that I run with my dad,
What?
Yeah?
has actually been picking up quite a bit lately. We've been selling a lot of records recently, so that's really good for us. I'm getting a lot of notice from people. We sold 3 records yesterday, actually. So that's pretty exciting. I shipped them off. Actually going to start making a little bit of cash. Oh, I gained a level. Level up. Let's get one more on Persuade, and then I'll save the last 2 skill points and get computer use, powers. Let's see what's on this Sith corpse. Grenade, 400. Ooh, 450 credits. Nice. It's a little fire. I thoroughly enjoy this game. Did I mention that what we're going to be doing next? Because we have decided, or I have decided, we're going, Dalton and I should say,
What?
Yeah?
are going to be let's playing another game after this. We're going to be doing, I think it's Metal Slug 2 or 3. I don't know. We're going to do another Metal Slug. It'll be a co-op Let's Play short thing because the Metal Slug games are short. And then I'll take a break. After that, I'll take another break, extended, at least a little bit of a break from doing RPGs because these take a lot of work. Especially Japanese RPGs. But at some point I need to get back to doing Japanese RPGs and do Final Fantasy II. I bought Final Fantasy III, so I have a copy of that now. I can play, and it's actually the Steam version, and it looks pretty good actually. It's a significant jump from... It's more than a noticeable jump from the DS version. So it's the DS remake of it, where you have the characters with set names and personalities and backstories, or at least they try to give it set names and personality and backstories. And there's only so much story that you get to work with in that game because it was an NES game originally. Man, there's a lot of you guys. Giant moths, you look like. Obviously, it was an NES game originally. It was the very first game. We didn't get it here in the United States because Final Fantasy I came out in the United States and in Japan. Final Fantasy 2 and 3 were NES games that came out in Japan but not in the United States. And we didn't get another one until the Super Nintendo with Final Fantasy IV. And since we didn't have a Final Fantasy II in the United States, or a Final Fantasy III in the United States, when they released Final Fantasy IV here in the States, they decided to call it Final Fantasy II. Otherwise, us Americans probably at the time would have been like, oh, where the hell's Final Fantasy III? Because we didn't know. I mean, this was 1990. The internet wasn't exactly readily available like it is today. Is this back out of the... Nope, that's not where we want to go. The internet wasn't exactly readily available like it was today, so we didn't have this kind of information at our fingertips where we could just look it up and like, hey, there's an unreleased Final Fantasy game. We didn't have that. So for the longest time, Final Fantasy III, when they did versions of the games for the Wonder Swan Caller, where they put Final Fantasy 2 and 3, or Final Fantasy 1 and 2 together on one cartridge, and they rebuilt them with they completely remade them. New updated graphics to look more like a 16-bit era game with larger sprites.
What is?
Oh, it's one of these things.
Let's see what you got.
Let's electrocute this thing. Yeah, we're gonna beat this thing. Anyway, when we got to the PlayStation, Final Fantasy VII came out and was a massive hit. So they're like, no, I should backtrack. The Wonder Swan Caller came out in Japan. Want to bet that was the massive creature that they were talking about? The Wonder Swan Caller came out in Japan and not in the United States. I think that was a Gunpei Yokoi developed system. And it was a big deal over there. It got new versions of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 for the DS. Oh, the DS, damn it. I'm getting ahead of myself. It got versions of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 that were completely rebuilt from the ground up. New graphics, new sprites, new artwork, new everything. So they had these versions of it, and they decided to upgrade it a little bit, touch it up even more, and release them on the PlayStation 1 after Final Fantasy VII proved to be such a massive hit in the United States. Figure, well, we'll probably sell this if we release it here. And they were right, and they did, and they released it as Final Fantasy Origins Collection. And then we got Final Fantasy Chronicles, which I believe contained 4 and 5. It was the first time that the 5 had been translated into English. And then we got Final Fantasy Anthology, which contained, as I recall, 6 and
So, is there news? Is the passageway clear? It's clear? We can go. Thank you. I wasn't expecting help from anyone in the Academy. I guess we aren't the only ones who don't agree with everything. Maybe the Jedi will accept us. I've seen how evil the dark side is. Maybe I could try. At any rate, thank you again. You've saved our lives.
Okay, so we gain light side points, and I'm gonna follow them. I think I know exactly where they're going, and I want to make sure that they get there. Yeah, they're gonna cross this thing. That's what that's where I thought they were going. Wonder what happens if we go this way. The cave leads to an hospital surface on the planet. There's nothing for you to see there. Okay, so we backtrack. I bet that'll get us some prestige. You want to go talk to Master, what's his name? I forget his name. So Final Fantasy Anthology contains 6 in Chrono Trigger, as I recall. I have all 3 of them. You'd think I would know exactly what's on the different ones. But we still didn't get Final Fantasy 3. We finally got 2 and 5, but we didn't get 3. And then they announced that they were going to remake 3 for the original PlayStation. Or not the original PlayStation. They were going to make... They were originally planning to remake it for the PlayStation 2, but I think Nintendo convinced them to make it for their new Nintendo DS system. And they agreed, and they decided they were going to translate it into English. And we didn't get the original 3, but we got the remake of 3, which upgrades it in a number of ways. And overall, it's a pretty darn good, if frustrating, game. If you go back and play it, I mean, the encounter rate and the difficulty spike are something to be reckoned with. But and given the limitations of the NES, there's not much that they actually could do with storytelling at the time. But what they accomplished overall is actually fairly impressive, because it's I mean, it was the first to have the job system, so that's cool. It tried to add a deeper story than 2 had. This tries to deepen it further by having you have 4 set characters with their own names and backstories and everything like that. And I will be Let's Playing that as well, as you could probably guess. And then after that, we're going to get to the really good ones, because we're going to Let's Play 4. And oh boy, am I excited to Let's Play 4. Let's go find Master, what's his name, and get more prestige. We need to go into the Valley of the Jedi and with a Junta Paul's sword and whatnot as well. You throw a win.
Greetings, young one. I have found you to be most impressive. You are off to an excellent beginning.
I dealt with those renegade students.
Ah, the ones I ordered executed for their mutiny. It's done then.
It's done. They are gone.
Indeed. We checked the caves and found only a couple of bodies. Perhaps the Chirac ate them. It is just as good, I suppose. The lesson is learned, I believe. Go now. You have done well, but you have not impressed me enough to declare you the victor. I have matters to attend to.
I'll be on my way.
You have impressed me. Definitely a good start.
I better have impressed you. I did something you failed to do. Let's go back out and let's go into the Valley of the Jedi. See if we can't find the Sword of Ajunta Pall. That would surely impress him some. Although I don't know if it'll impress him enough. I don't remember how much you have to do to impress him enough. We'll keep doing things until we get it. But clearing out that cave and taking care of all that shit was a nice start for sure. I'm actually kind of excited, I'm kind of looking forward to Let's Playing Final Fantasy 2, even though I know it's going to be a pain in the ass, just like Final Fantasy 1 was. I went through a lot to make sure to get that Let's Play done and ready and going and everything, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I actually think that was one of the more popular ones because I gained several followers as I was Let's Playing that one. And I think people saw, ooh, this guy's going to Let's Play Final Fantasy, I'm going to follow him, and I will get to them. I will get to more Final Fantasy Let's Plays as we go on.
I'm not here to get you out of trouble if you do something stupid, student. Enter the tombs at your own risk. Beware of the Tukata. They are a pack beast that have their nests in one of the tombs. We fight them off as best we can.
Okay, that's, I should save. Let's oversave that one. Wonder if I can return to the ship from here. Yes, I wish to return to the Ebon Hawk. I want to switch out my party members. I like going out with different party members. Let's take Juhani and maybe Zalbar. Yeah, but not. Let's see, Juhani. Well, I haven't taken HK out in a while. Let's do that. Juhani and HK. That'll work. I'm sure he'll enjoy being on a Sith planet. Okay.
What is it?
Switch, auto level up.
Sure.
Let's see, transit back, yes. Okay, so here we are. Nothing over here. What are you doing?
The tomb on the far left, there, it's off limits. Only Master Uthar can go inside.
Let's see what's in the metal box. What about you? What are you up to?
The tomb on the far left, there, it's off limits. Only Master Uthar can go inside.
Yeah, but see, isn't this planet really, really fucking cool looking? Got these massive tombs.
You aren't assigned to the excavation team, are you? The tomb on the far left, there, it's off limits. Only Master Uthar can go inside.
You know, these massive tombs you can explore and all kinds of cool looking architecture and stuff. I love this planet.
We have to excavate this valley with hand instruments. There's all kinds of old traps left behind that still work.
There's got to be some ancient traps. Tulak Horde. This has got to be the one they're talking about that we can't get into yet. Let's go over here and see what's over here. Metal box. Naga Sado. Yeah, that's the one we can't get into yet. But we can explore Tulak Horde.
I'm not here to get you out of trouble if you do something stupid, student. Enter the tombs at your own risk.
Okay, we already heard that before. What are you doing?
You should be careful if you're planning on entering this tomb. It's dangerous.
Why? What do you know about it?
There's an assassin droid in there, so Master Uthar says. It went insane and is holed up in there with a whole army of droids protecting it.
Why don't the Sith do something about it?
I don't know. I think Master Uthar has left it in there as a challenge for any student brave enough to destroy it. Supposedly, if a student actually succeeds in destroying the droid, they'll get a great reward. Lots have tried, but nobody's succeeded yet.
Where did it get all the droids?
No idea. I think it's building them in there.
This droid went insane, you say?
Seems that way. They say that its audio receptors became too sensitive and all the noise drove the droid nuts. If you're planning on going in, I suggest you use some sound suppressors or something, or you'll probably become a target right away.
Are you going inside?
I don't think so. I can manipulate minds and living matter, but that won't be much use against droids, will it? I've had a few friends go inside that haven't come out for a while now. I doubt I could do any better than they could.
Thanks, I'll be going.
Thing. Good luck.
And that'll be it for this episode. Thank you everybody for watching this episode of Let's Play Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Please like, comment, and subscribe down below. That would be greatly appreciated. We will talk to you guys next time. Thanks everybody and goodbye.